What's up, YouTube? What's up, collectors? My name is Eric. I'm a collector. I buy into box brakes and case brakes online with some of my favorite breakers. I tried out a new guy this week. You know, I'm a trusting guy. I'll let new breakers come in. I'll give them a whirl, you know, just for the heck of it. But I got some cards back from my shipment and they were damaged, and that's unacceptable. Here's how the cards came to me. I will give them credit. They put my decent hit in a sleeve and a top loader, which is industry standard, but they put the base in team bags, which is nice, but then they only put a piece of cardboard on top, piece of cardboard on bottom, and then they pack and taped around it. So when they put it in the bubbled mailer, which is nice, credit is due for that, but when it was in shipment, it must have bounced around, and there were 7 or 8 cards that got damaged. And, you know, say what you will about base, but they're still worth some money. I mean, there was an Oscar Taveras and a Manny Machado in there that got dinged up, and that's unacceptable, man. That's a $2 or $3 card right there. If it's base, people make sets out of base cards and what have you. So that's not right. So even though I'm pissed off, I'm going to turn it into a positive here. I'm going to try and show you guys some things I do when I ship out cards to keep them as protected as possible, because as a breaker you have a responsibility to get the cards to the person the same way they came out of those packs when you broke them. I mean, the Postal Service isn't going to handle your package like a priceless piece of china. So you got to do what you can to protect it in that bubbled mailer. So anytime you get a decent hit, it goes in a sleeve and a top loader, mandatory. What I do is I've got 3 cards here, and if I'm going to ship them out, I'll take some artist tape, and you can get this at $2 or $3 at Hobby Lobby. Some breakers will use the blue painter's tape, which is nice, because, you know, we don't want to get top loaders and stuff wrapped in Scotch tape and packing tape, and they're all jacked up, and you got to go in with a scalpel or a razor blade to get that stuff out of there. So get you some of this kind of tape, you stack them together, you put it right over the top, and those cards are sealed. And then throw another piece on the bottom here. Then you got a nice brick, you know. And then you take a piece of cardboard, you can get it off of any box. Hell, you can use your Topps cases or Panini cases or whatever. You cut off that flap, and you see how these, you can break, make indentations. I already kind of pre-cut this, but you lay it in there, and you fold it over the top, and then you fold it over the top again, and you got a nice brick. And then you just take your packing tape, close that side, and close the top end so it doesn't slip out. And boom. I mean, look at that. So when you got that slid into a bubbled mailer, you know, you're good to go. I mean, the postman can wing this package across the parking lot into his truck, and those cards aren't going to get damaged. So, you know, step up and take responsibility for your cards. If you got a bunch of base and you're shipping them, hello, get yourself a snap case. I mean, these things are cheap. You can buy them in bulk. If your margins are so tight that you can't afford to protect your cards correctly, then you need to rethink about being a breaker, or you need to build in more costs to your spots to make up for that. I mean, if you need to do 2 or 3 of these and spend 40 more cents in shipping, that's what you do, man. You don't cut corners like this trying to save on shipping and save on supplies. You know, if you want to do it for fun with your friends, then you do that, and you do your friends like this, and you see what happens when they get damaged cards. You see how long they're your friend. But people who want to be in a business to do this need to protect their damn cards. Bottom line. Because if I get I'm not using the breakers that I use that sent me these damaged cards. I'll tell you that right now. So they're out of business with me. I'll spend my money with people that I trust. So, if you get a really big hit, you better have a magnetic too. And if you can't afford a magnetic, then you say, hey buddy, I know you hit that nice card, but can you PayPal me $3 or whatever for a magnetic? And I'll be like, hell yeah, I'll do it because I got a big hit. I'm not worried about spending $3. I'll PayPal you as a friend and give it to you. I don't care. But ship your cards protected. Don't leave it up to the Postal Service to make sure that they treat it, you know, like gold, because they're not. They're just going to throw it in the truck and ship it. So you ever, like I said before, I'm getting a little agitated right now, but protect your cards, protect our cards, and protect your business. And that's all I got to say. Keep collecting, keep the hobby going. All you case breakers out there that are doing the job right, keep going. My favorite guys, Rich Layton, LaytonSportsCars.com, MojoBreak.com, CardsmithsBreaks.com. All you wannabe breakers, get into one of their breaks and see how they operate and see how they ship their cards, and you'll learn something. And maybe consider doing something like this to protect your cards. So that's all I got to say. Thanks, guys.